Eva, and I apologize for being late. I was working one of my 3 jobs, which I've had to do continuously since I graduated college 3 years ago. So from what I've gathered, we were just talking about why we are part of Occupy. And I'm part of Occupy because I'm struggling with student loan debt. I remember in high school being herded into the auditorium and given a speech by our guidance counselor then saying, go to college, it'll pay for itself. If you don't, you're going to work in McDonald's for the rest of your life. And so what I did was I went to college and I filled out my FAFSA. I didn't get enough to go to school where I wanted to go. I got a scholarship from Arizona State University, and it made it so it was about break even between going in-state in Iowa or out-of-state at Arizona State University. And I thought that was a great deal. So I went onto their website and looked around the financial aid website, and there was a big, giant link to Citibank, because they would cover the rest of my cost. And I was like, this is it. This is my golden ticket. I'm going to go to Arizona State University. And I don't think I realized at the time, financial aid departments were able to get referral fees for these private student loans. They had relationships so that they could get money for referring students to their loans. So anyway, signed my Citibank student loans and I went to college, and I probably couldn't have cared about anything in college. I was having a great time. It was sunny all the time. I was partying. It was really fun, like college is supposed to be. And then I graduated right after the big bailouts of 2008, right when the economy just went down the toilet. So I've worked 3 jobs since then, and I think initially I sat there and I was like, it'll get better, right? You know, like it'll get better. I'll just wait it out. And it really didn't get better. I'm still working 3 jobs. And when I started investigating the bailouts of 2008, I kind of started realizing, like, these guys, they screwed us all over and they got a big handout. And as I started learning more, I kind of started realizing, you know, I was being crushed month by month by these student loans. I had to take out 4 annual student loans from Citibank, and Citibank wouldn't let me consolidate them into one loan to lower my interest rate. And they didn't offer graduated repayment plans like the government does, you know, which would make it more reasonable or livable. You know, while I was looking for a job, I could pay lower amounts, and then as I, you know, climbed up the ladder or whatever and made more money, I would be able to afford higher payments. There were no options at all from Citibank, so I am stuck paying $1,000 a month. And I kind of started realizing that that's just the way it is not a legitimate excuse for unethical behavior from these corporate executives, especially when you live in the country that is the poster child for democracy. I started realizing, well, you know, in the United States, we're supposed to have these voices and be able to, you know, speak up to injustice. And so when I learned about Occupy Wall Street, I got really, really excited. And then when I realized it was spreading all over the country, I got really, really, really excited. And when I realized it was in Iowa City, I was there the very first day. I showed up with like these signs, expecting it to be like crazy yelling all night. And when I got there and realized it was a general assembly and you do jazz hands of agreement with each other, I was like, what is this? You know, I wanted to be yelling and screaming all night, you know, about this injustice. But what I have found through the Occupy movement is much better. It is hope. It is true democracy. It is making a difference. It really is. For everyone that kind of says, oh, it's vague, you know, like, what are you guys doing? Bank transfer day. We've encouraged more people in the last month to transfer to credit unions than in all of 2010 combined. We're slowly but surely making a difference, and I would much rather be out here doing something about it than saying, oh, that's just the way it is.